Gerry Barber was known as the roughest, toughest barroom bouncer in this area.
Back in the 50s and 60s, he was the star at the Chaudiere Golf and Country Club's downstairs lounge, affectionately called the Snake Pit.
Customers often challenged Gerry, but they usually ended up regretting it.
Gerry wasn't much of a talker, he preferred to answer with a grin or a shrug.
From a bouncer, Gerry eventually became the manager of the Chaudiere.
His reputation for crowd control was legendary.
Despite his reputation, Gerry was cooperative with a national magazine about his legend.
There were rumors about Gerry facing armed challenges and even being beaten at gunpoint.
Gerry's physical presence was imposing, and he had a look that commanded respect.
He never seemed to get seriously hurt, adding to his legendary status.
Local raconteurs like Lally Lalonde would tell stories about him, contributing to his myth.
There's a tale about Giles Archambault, a former Rough Rider, who supposedly had a dramatic confrontation with Gerry.
Despite the stories, Gerry didn't seem to enjoy his legendary status.
Many remember Gerry from the old show as an unbeatable bouncer.
Some consider Gerry Barber the toughest guy from Ottawa.
He was known to be tough but fair, and you could reason with him.
There's a story where Gerry was stabbed in the leg, but he just pulled out the knife and kept working.
Gerry was respected for his ability to control even the rowdiest crowds.
His tough reputation was balanced by his fairness and respect for others.
Gerry's legacy as a bouncer and a figure in Ottawa's history remains strong.
Probably the only tougher bouncer in Canada was legendary Bob Delorier.
Yes, he was the bouncer of the Beef Baron strip joint in London, Ontario.
He was in a different class. The Beef Baron was a bike joint, lots of guns and knives.
Old Bob held his own back in the day. He was in the league of Conroy Nelson and other boxing and martial arts experts.
Truly a couple of Canadian legends. Bob's strength was his experience as an Olympic wrestler.
Didn't he win the New York State Open?
Yes, in the super heavyweight division. He beat some guys that were over 400 pounds.
Remind me not to cause a ruckus in a tavern in Canada.
And they all laughed.